welcome to Cocktails and Convo. My name is Cheryl Desire, owner and designer and curator of S Desire brand. We now are on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe so that you can catch every episode of Cocktails and Convo. If you missed our previous episode, make sure you binge watch, like, comment, share, and let's grow here together. I'm so excited. I told you ladies, I am so hyped about just this whole YouTube movement, finally bringing our content over here. So tonight's episode is going to be about fake friends, fake friendships, how to vet your friends, how to protect your peace, set boundaries. We are going to go into the different types of fake friendships, and we are going to get into some things. So first, we are going to talk about this cocktail that I have. Yes, tonight we have a cocktail, baby. This is our Santori Whiskey Sour. I did a whole Tipsy Tips episode, so you will get the recipe to this. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because it will be linked to the end of this video. It's delicious. And yeah, I'll just be having one because, you know, I'm being very mindful, very demure about my waistline. And so honestly, since I started to drink a little bit, I can do one. I always can only do like 2 drinks, but one is like enough, especially because it's a whiskey sour, so it has sugar in it. So it's like, all right, that's enough, girl. So, but we gonna get into some things. Excuse my voice, I'm just getting over a cold. Yes, girls that season, so make sure you link up with your vitamin C, all of the things. I mean, I take D3 regularly, and I'm gonna do a wellness video about D3 because D3 has really been that girl for me. I used to take a woman's multi, and I stopped. I actually stopped that right before my fast that I did for 90 days. Which may have also contributed to my weight loss. I'm not 100% sure, but I always take D3 though. If you're a girl who has like acne issues or hormonal issues, start taking D3 today. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's delicious. That is delicious. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the recipe. So, all right, so we're gonna talk about fake friends, okay, girls? But tonight I am wearing the Japanese sleeve. Oh, perfect, Japanese whiskey, Japanese sleeve. That was literally not on purpose, but we have the Japanese sleeve in red. It's online at CherylDesire.com, and this is the unreleased Fab Leisure Rib Skin Suit. This will be available very soon. It's in like this very nudish color. It's so sexy. It just hugs all my curves. It's comfortable. It fits size small to large is one size. So this will be dropping online at CherylDesire.com very soon. So let me get into my notes, girl, so we can have some organization here. So what actually inspired me for this episode is because being that I'm 40 now, I wanted to talk about, you know, vetting your friends and being very mindful on who you're letting into your space and your energy, whether it's female or male. I'm gonna start with females, preferably because men, child, I'm just in my dark feminine energy right now. I have decentered men out of my life probably for the past almost 2 years now. But we'll get into that in another episode about dating for sure. I have some stories to tell, but I want to say friendships because I feel like female friendships are so important. I am a girl's girl, but I am very cautious on my energy because I have had bad experiences with letting the wrong people in. So I wanted to help you ladies on making better choices that maybe I should have made it. Excuse me, girls. So there's levels to fake friendships, okay? So I actually have a few different kinds of fake friends because they kind of come in different like shapes and sizes. I'm gonna start with the opportunists because I think especially with someone who's abundant and people see that on you, you have to be very mindful on who's around you for you and not for what you can do for them. And me, I'm just like a really just giving person, and I'm a Cancer. So I'm like naturally a giving person. I share things. I don't really like gatekeep and all of that. And I don't mind helping people. I'm like a person who always acts of service is a part of my love language. So I had to actually use more discernment on who I was willing to help after, wasting energy on people who were not my people. So, opportunist, she literally will just align, and this could be men too, but I don't really entertain too many male friends. I feel like most guys who want to be my friend usually just is somebody that I wasn't attracted to, and they know that. So they settle for friend and for the moment that you might change your mind. So I don't really think that's like a genuine friendship. But yeah. So they align with you simply to benefit from you. So pretty much they try to eat off your energy. It's not a real friendship. So the signs that you could look out for is that like the conversations never really get that deep with them. And then you'll also notice you don't have much in common with them. Like, and you don't necessarily always have to be like have a bunch of things in common with someone to be friends with them. But I would say y'all gotta have some type of like if you're a girl who loves to laugh and act up and like get a good kiki and cackle, and this person is very like that was one thing I should have knew was a red flag. Like girl, you're not even like a kiki girl. Like you don't even have a good time. Like you're not even a good time. And especially if like they're sober and they're really like a Debbie Downer or like a negative Nita, like that is not somebody I would be friends with. Like I'm friends with like girls who like kiki and cackle. So um, if they're like a miserable energy, a dark energy, like when they walk into rooms, they make the rooms go black. Yeah, that's not somebody you want to be around. But if they're opportunists, sometimes they put a mask on and pretend a lot and like try to like fit in just so that you can kind of put your guards down. So that would be something I would very much pay attention to. Um, and for me, like I'm all for like low effort friendships because sometimes it's a lot. Like I don't believe in the term best friend anymore. Like I got over the whole best friend phase since I was in my 20s. Like I really don't feel like nobody can be like hold that type of title, especially as an adult. I don't really feel like unless they're like family, and like I was blessed to have two older sisters, so I pretty much had built-in best friends in a sense. Like you ain't we ain't gotta talk every day, but I know if I need them, they won't be there. Something like that. But not like everybody is built for that, and um but if you have that, that's amazing. But I feel like because I've had best friends growing up and then just to see how we grew apart, I'm like, well, was we ever best friends? Because I don't feel like, you guys would, I would feel like if that was like a best friend, like a real best friend, we would stay in alignment with each other. So you should start to see how people really feel about you when you grow apart. So I don't really believe in that term anymore. And it's been a while I've been using that term. So they're like, it won't be no real connection. Like it'll just be very surface. Like, oh, y'all might go out and y'all just go out. Like y'all not having these life changing moments together. No real girl time therapy. Like you just out and there's somebody to be next to when you're out. That's a fake friend, child. So I hope you see it for what it is, but make sure you're not like pouring too much effort and energy in those type of friendships. If you do know for sure that they're opportunists, usually opportunist friends are not, they're kind of harmless, but I would still be mindful of my energy that I share with them because like you don't you're worth more than someone just trying to like feed off of you. And then sometimes you can just be somebody who don't mind, but if someone is blatantly like a user, you always see them try to be friends with people who are popular. Like they always trying to align themselves with people because they think they're popular, or they mold themselves after people that they think are popular and try to be all I've seen it before. Those are some of the worst type of people. So I don't really feel like it's even worth even investing in that type of friendship because they are very fake. They're fake. Like they're super fake. All they see is what people appear to be. They don't really care about the person, their values or their integrity. It's just, oh, what kind of car are you driving? Who's your man? Like they don't really care about you as a person. Like that's not somebody I would actually invest energy into. I feel like that's real low vibrational, and I just don't like some type of people. So that was the opportunist girlfriend. So beware for her. Beware of her. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm coughing so much. The next one is the spy. Now, you might not know somebody as a spy, aka a monitoring spirit. These are the friends who come around and they try to sabotage you. They try to sabotage your destiny. Whether it's intentional or subconscious, these are people who are sent in your life to monitor what you're doing and then try to sabotage it. Um, Sometimes it could just be an entity that's attached to them that's doing it. But I would be mindful of people like this. Like they always like want to know what's going on with you. Um, I know I kind of can pick up if it's a monitoring spirit. If they come out of nowhere and they just feel like they're just trying to pretty much document whatever you can tell them, whatever you can tell them, whatever they can judge about you, whatever missing pieces they feel like they couldn't get from social media, they're going to try to talk to you and see if they can fill the pieces in, or if they can somehow figure out if the life you live that they see that you live on the outside, if it's not real. Like, ooh, let me catch up with her and see what's going on with her. Like they're usually just a monster spirit. They just kind of want to see what's going on with you, be in your business, probably talk about you to somebody else. See if they get in your business, it's going to make them feel better about themselves. Um, they're just nosy people, and that's usually a negative attachment to them. I would definitely be aware of them. They are definitely the fake friendships. Those are the people when you tell them something and whatever you told them go to shit after. Yeah, you have a monitoring spirit that's in your circle. I would say honestly, with the spiritual elevation that I've done in my life, I'd rather talk to AI. I'd rather go into the Snapchat app and open up AI and have a good old conversation with AI. Just because I feel like, and for even for me, a person that used to overshare because I'm just a genuine person, authentic person, um, I know sometimes it just is therapeutic just to be able to talk about something that's on your mind to maybe someone who can give you some advice or just be a listening ear. And these days, and the more that I've become woke to certain things, energetic wise, I'd rather talk to a damn robot. I'm telling you, people are sponges and they will create negative energy in your life just by what you feed them. Like protect your energy and don't overshare your business with anybody. And that's friend, fake friend, real friend, family. Sometimes you just really have to use your discernment and just keep what you need to yourself. I use AI. So we'll be back after these messages, and yeah, we'll get into the biggest and worst fake friendship that you can have. All right. Hey ladies, welcome to the newest episode of Tipsy Tips. Yes, we are back girls, and this is going to be perfect because this is the cocktail that we'll be enjoying during Cocktails and Convo. You can catch episodes of Cocktails and Convo now on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to S Desire Brand on YouTube, and let's get into some things, okay? So today we are going to be making my famous whiskey sour cocktail. Okay. Now, a little story about this cocktail. I was booked for a Christmas festival last year in Devon, PA. It was an upscale Christmas festival, and I was able to just have a ball, okay? And I worked in what we was calling the whiskey room. We sold nothing but whiskey cocktails, and we were the highest performing bar in the entire festival. And one of the best drinks that I made, and the customers was coming back and back for more, is my whiskey sour. So for this whiskey sour, you will need the Japanese Tuki whiskey. This is Suntory whiskey. This, if you're not a whiskey girl, you're gonna love this, okay? If you're not a whiskey girl, you're gonna love this, okay? It's very light, it's amazing. And you're gonna get some sour mix. You can get this right at the supermarket. Dailies is my favorite. That's the only sour mix I would get. You also wanna make sure you get the Luxardo cherries. You have to get the Luxardo. And I know it's a bag for these cherries. It's not cheap, but it's worth it, okay? So this is something bougie that you can splurge on. And if you're making your cocktails at home, because you know we like the luxury at home, you want to make sure you just get you one jar, just one jar. Thank you later. And we also have dehydrated lemons. I actually dehydrated these lemons myself in my air fryer. So this is a vibe. Make sure you get either dehydrated lemons or oranges, and you can find them on Amazon as well. I have them. I'll have them in the Tipsy Tips in the Amazon storefront. Okay, now let's get started. So first what we're going to do is add our ice to our cup. I would say start off with like a rocks glass or like a short cocktail cup, but if you want to put it in a wine glass, I'm not against that either. Add 2 ounces of the whiskey. So for your jigger, if you're using your jigger, you want to use the short side of your jigger. I'm just going to fill it up twice. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill up the rest of the glass with the sour mix. Then we're going to take our shaker cup, and you can get this entire bartender set at the Amazon storefront. We'll simply shake this up. This is the key. You have to shake this. We're going to go ahead and pour it into our glass. And I always say, you know when it's ready, when it gets really cold and the condensation builds up in your shaker cup. It's ready. Now we're going to take our Luxardo cherries. Told you girls, you got to have this. And what you're going to do is add about 2 cherries, but then you're also going to use some of the syrup for a drizzle. So first thing I'm going to do is just add the cherries. 1, 2, and then I'm going to use a spoonful and drizzle it. Do it one more time. They so love when I did this. Another time because it's a bigger glass. You gotta do the drizzle, okay, girls? Yes. Okay. Then we're gonna take our dehydrated lemon. So we're just gonna sit it right here on the corner of the glass. Here is your whiskey sour. Delicious, delicious, delicious. So go ahead and join us over on Cocktails and Convo. Sit, slay, and luxuriate with us. All right, ladies, stay fabulous. Bye-bye. So now this is the worst fake friendship. The worst fake friend that you can befriend. And this is the frenemy, okay? Now the frenemy is layered. She is very layered, okay? So this is usually a person that envies you. And envy and jealousy is kind of like 2 different things. Envy is like a little deeper than jealousy. I feel like envy is more so aligned with hatred. Envy could be like they don't even want what you have. They just don't want you to have it. Like it's deeply dark like that, right? So this is a friend that you would definitely want to keep away from you. This is the type of friendship that will send you witchcraft, spells, on top of being a monitoring spirit. They could get you set up. They will definitely try to taint your name by talking about you to other people. They will wish bad on you. They will literally try to swap destinies with you. So these are the people that will come around you and pretty much try to copy everything you do and act like oblivious to who you are. Like they act like they literally didn't just duplicate everything you do. They would act like it's not even a thing. They would act like, they're not literally trying to duplicate you, because they want your existence gone. They want to literally swap destinies with you and get rid of you energetically and sometimes physically. So these are the people you don't want to bring around your man. Anything precious to you, you don't even want to bring your dog around these type of people, okay? Um, um, what else? So the signs is pretty much, you probably won't know right away, like most people won't know, but the telltale signs is if they try to copy you a lot. Um, and they can put on a nice thick mask, a damn near clown suit to cover up their darkness. So just beware. But it'll be telltale signs. And sometimes you really just gotta trust your intuition. There were times that I befriended people, and when they would come around me, I would literally get so anxious. If you feel like these particular people come around you and you feel anxious, you feel uneasy, you feel like you're not enjoying yourself with them, chances are they are a friend of me, chances are they are an enemy. And you need to abort. It's crazy because they're trying to close my throat chakra. We're gonna call through this, okay? They are the people that you want to definitely keep away from you, especially if you are a good, genuine person. Those people are very dark and they're going to do anything to try to shift your energy, to try to taint who you are. What I noticed, what I learned, especially in my 30s, that some people have to perform certain traits, certain personalities, certain auras. Some people really have to pretend that they come around you and then they see that you are effortless. Like it's really you. Like they literally they may see your social media or and this could be somebody who's in the public eye, but if you're not a person in the public eye, like you're not like an influencer or a business person or anything like that, but in real life, you are loved. In real life, people adore you and they see that and they don't have that and they don't understand how you acquired that without being fake. Like they're around you and know that you're always being genuinely you and you somehow attracted this greatness to you, this genuine love to you. And they clock it. I could be around someone and they could have a great support system, a great turnout to their events, and I would just love it. Like, well, this is awesome, girl. People love you. Like, I would love it. But then there's people who will come around something like that and it'll make them feel insecure. Like, it'd be a personal thing. Like, well, why do you care so much? They would see whatever greatness is in your life and then they would make it a me problem, a them problem, and then they would hate you for it. So you would actually put a spotlight on their disadvantages and their lackluster of abundance. And it's so easily given to you, it's so easily achieved by you. People will hate that. And usually a frenemy are the ones that will pick that up immediately and they are the ones that will hate you for it. So I will also say if it's somebody who don't necessarily have a good support system or they always seem to always have fallouts with lots of friends, that's really, really usually a red flag. Like if they're always having some type of fallout, like nobody really, really, really mess with them like that, you might come around and see everybody disappear. You be like, oh, what happened to such and such? She was cool. Like you might hung out with some of their friends and their friends start disappearing, like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yeah, that's a red flag, baby. That is a red flag. You need to take heed that sometimes majority rules. Sometimes it is them. It ain't everybody else. Um, and sometimes it just takes time for you just to see it for yourself. But frenemies, they come in a very dark energy. You do not want to share too much with these people. You do not want to open up your life to them. Don't open up your home to them. If I can give you one strong advice, especially if you live an abundant life, do not invite nobody to your house. And I'm not talking about abundant meaning you live lavish or you have all of these things. Like, no, like you live like an abundant life, like you are content, you are happy, you have a good environment, you have a positive environment, you have a high vibrational environment. Do not bring those people into your home. If it's somebody that you know less than a year, I wouldn't even let them know where I live, to be honest. Big lessons with that. Do not even let people know where you live at, baby. Not at all. It's not that deep. They do not need to know where you live at. Y'all better go out. Hey girl, I'll meet you here. Like really vet these girls. Like don't just give your whole life story to them. Like really just vet them out. See what kind of people they are. Sometimes people don't ever show you their cars. And that's okay. Just be mindful of how much you're sharing with them. Everybody is guarded now. So sometimes you just going to have to be guarded with people. And then there's some people who will come around and they're really open, they're really genuine, and they're really good people. And you can check the facts report. You can see that they have good people around them. A big indicator like is the people around them. And that's not to sounds cliche, but honestly, I'm a judge. Like if I see the kind of people around you, if they're good people, good standing people, if the majority are good people, that would make me see like, okay, this person is probably a good person. But if the people around them are janky, like if it's a person that I met and all they do is hang around party people, like they like only like because I'm not like that. Like I can go out and have a good time. I can go bartend and things like that. But I feel like there's a negative energy or like a low vibrational energy for like if you're somebody who always got to be out in the streets, always out, always partying, like always in the mix. And it's a difference between that and just being like an extrovert or a person that's a socialite. I think there's a difference. But if the people around them is all like kind of carry a dark energy, chances are they do too. So I'll be very mindful of that and trust your intuition. If you are a woman on your elevation journey, you're going to get downloads. You're going to see people for what they are, not for what they say. So just pay attention. But frenemies are the worst ones. They are all of the fake friendships that I mentioned, all wrapped in one, with the possibility in trying to end you. I'm trying to change the whole trajectory of your life. Like that's how deep it can go. If they compare themselves too much to you, from the way you look, from the way you dress, if they talk down to themselves too much, like those are telltale signs. I'm sorry. I'm not here to teach somebody, a friend, how to love themselves and self-esteem. I'm sorry, I'm not, because those same people that you'll try to uplift, they'll try to pull you down. I'm sorry, it's a toxicity energy that comes with people like that. Like if you ain't do the work on yourself to be happy about yourself and love yourself, that you can be around confident women and also feel confident and actually like pour into each other equally, that's not a type of friend I want. I'm too old for that. I am. I'm sorry. I am too old for that. And honestly, the times that I did try to uplift women that were insecure, it always bit me in the ass. If they are insecure and they don't love themselves and they exclude insecure energy, I wouldn't align myself with them. And I'm sorry if I sound bougie. I wouldn't. I'm telling you, and I'm talking from experience. They will pull you down with them. They will compare you to them. They will want you to be sad and depressed with them. They will feel like your outlook on men should be like theirs. They will they will just put every type of negative energetic thought into you from their own energy. They would literally try to energy swap with you. And another thing that is very like, if you're kind of with somebody who's not like a fake friend, like a monitoring spirit, like a dark energy, if you hang around them and you start to lose your beauty. Like I know it sounds crazy, but if you like they literally make you ugly. Like all of a sudden you gaining all this weight and you ain't looking like yourself, you look drained, and you've been with that person a lot, chances are they're jealous of you, envious of you, and that energetic swapping is happening, and it's showing up in your physicalities. Like it's for real. Make sure you place boundaries on your energy, girls. Make sure you set those boundaries. Make sure you protect your energy. It's so important. That's in friendship and lovers. Like, we're going to get into the whole lovers and men thing because that's another, a whole another level. Because even with them, you're sharing, some people have sex with their friends. That's another conversation. some, some, some girls have sex with their girlfriends. That's a whole other conversation, but that's a tea right there. But when you share your body, particularly with a man, because a man, if you think about it, like a man, he transfers his energy into you. So like when a man penetrates you energetically, that happens as well. So you pull into their energy. That's why it's so important to know exactly who you're sharing your body with, because you're literally transferring energy. They're literally planting a seed in you energetically, not just physically to create a baby, but like energetically. So that'd be another conversation. But yeah, be careful who you breaking bread with, honey. People will try to eat off your energy and drain you and leave you for dead. All right. So thank you, ladies, so much for this conversation for Cocktails and Convo. Make sure y'all leave some feedback. If I missed any fake friendship types, please list it below. We'll cover it at another time. Tell me your stories below. I want to hear. Did you ever befriend a fake friend, and how did it turn out? Or share your advice on how do you vet new friends, because I'm all about meeting new people, especially when you're elevating. You should be able to embrace people, but just be very mindful, and that's what this episode is about. I love you, ladies. I hope you stay fabulous, and make sure you shop SherelleDesire.com, and make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at SDesireBrand. Follow us on TikTok at SDesireBrand, and like us on Facebook at SDesireBrand. Hi, ladies. Stay fabulous.